Hopefully we got sound and we moving right quick. We was talking about transactional relationships. Oh, no. There we go. Don't bother me, my friend. Back up. Back up, baby. We back up, baby. What it do? Salute to X, man. Always love X. Okay. Let me see if I can bounce back to what we was trying to do. Maybe I got some better sound.
I'm going to do a boyfriend haul.
Some better conditionings.
In our language, we have no such word.
You know what I'm saying? And everything is nice and mature real quick. Got the StreamYard link in the description. Oh, not in the description. It's pinned to the top of the comment section. All right? Got some things running. I'm going to shut up. Let the Aboriginal elder talk about the world before money. I want you to think about this people that he represents, the Tasmanians of old Australia, right? That were basically decimated with genocide, you know, from hundreds of thousands to just a few hundred, you know, and it's hard to find, you know, anybody that's indigenous around that area anymore. You know what I'm saying? So he's going to speak about the world before money and what people used to do. Allow me to introduce the topic, then we drop it.
As please or thank you, because it is what is expected of us is that we share and we give what we have. Today we have to say please, we have to say thank you, we have to beg for things. In the old days it was just a giving thing that we would share things. That was a part of who we are. And not only for Aboriginal people, I expect people all around the world would do the same things before money. But nowadays, it's mine. There are words like mine. We don't share our things anymore. And it's become, it kills us as human beings, as a society, as a race. When I say race, I'm talking about the human race. But we deny other people shelter, we deny other people food, we deny other people their survival purely because of money.
So how divorce cost me? Well, this is a fantastic question. There's direct and there's indirect costs. Direct costs, I lost $106,000 out of my 401k retirement plan. I spent 20 years.
All right, here we go. That right there was something else. How we went from sharing and actually communicating to a point where things are basically almost, you know, less than human contact. You know, less awareness for the people you're dealing with. You know, these things, I mean, there's still pockets of civilization still doing that, which is really awesome. You know, and we need to definitely uplift that type of atmosphere and get that, you know, get more people involved. But at this time, you know, everything is a transactional thing. What can you do for me rather than who can you be in the area? And, you know, it's starting to, the position is starting to weigh itself in. You know, oh, I also want to say, salute and big ups to my man Rich Smooth, of the Ninth Pawn web series. You can catch that on YouTube. The development of the new podcast is coming into effect. You know, the man's putting together a nice master plan. It had success before in the entertainment field, and it's going to be more success as well, especially with the Smooth Out Productions. Shouts out to Big Rod. You know what I'm saying? Rock and Rod out there. And everything is moving in accordance, and, you know, we just do what we can for the meantime, in between time, you know what I'm saying? Making sure that the good word gets put out. I haven't been on for a while, so it's been rusty. I've been, you know, dusting things off and making sure the gears is working right, you know, and I just had, I just spent like 20 minutes on the last joint, just getting it right. Salute the Barn Dog. I got to give him, you know, respects. Like I said, Yeah, I may not agree with all the moves a person may make, but at the same time, when they come in and just shed some light in a positive way, I cannot turn that down. I gotta basically big that up and say salute, especially when nobody else does it at that time when you need it. You know what I'm saying? So it's called correction. You know what I'm saying? I am True Omega Sun 88. Welcome to the building. Welcome to. Hope you're enjoying your stool. You know what I'm saying? Your bar stool right there. As we get connected and educated on this transactional relationship thing. You know what I mean? And that's going across the board from wherever your relationships are, as a brother and sister, as a child to parent, as a employee to employer, or entrepreneur to your customers, or whatever it's going to be. You want to make sure that you can have conflict resolution in the meantime, as well as develop new forms of commodity. The new form of commodity is attention, active listening, considerate talk. You want to be able to be empathetic to that person's situation, but not so much where you lose your position, right? And these are the things that are being lost in the meantime, in between time, and here's this guy, young man right here. He's talking about how marriage has affected him. And this guy was making some mean money, some good income, taking care of his family as best as possible to his knowledge. And let's hear what his tale became. We just talked about the elder, the Aboriginal elder, and what exchanging our forms of being was the commodity to be shared. That was the shared interest. That's what made people wealthy, being able to share amongst each other. This is without money. It's the world before money. You know what I'm saying? Because you can have a lot of money, but not have a lot of soul. And soul is not a okay. Let's get this situated too, because there's some people that like to think spookily about the situation. It's the substance of the person, their morals, their values, their principles, standards, character, integrity. The things you can't not see readily available in front of you until it's actually performed. Because somebody would tell you anything, but how they perform and how they interact with you is going to speak volumes about exactly who they are, especially when nobody's watching. So I hope this is being, resonating through the sound waves, as they say. So I hope this is resonating through the sound waves so people can really get it, right? So we're going to listen to this young man talk about his experience in marriage as a provider. Let's go.
So how much did my divorce cost me? Well, this is a fantastic question. There's direct and there's indirect costs. Direct costs, I lost $106,000 out of my 401k retirement plan I spent 20 years contributing to. I also lost half the equity in the home, stocks, bonds, mutual funds, cash, and savings that I also spent 20 years contributing to. I also lost half of all the non-liquid assets like furniture, household goods, electronics, cars. Keep in mind, I paid for all of these. And this is in addition to financially supporting her and her/our daughter for 17 years, which is many hundreds of thousands of dollars. I'm now broke, live in a 2-bedroom apartment, and have a negative net worth for the first time since I was, 25. Indirect costs: my job, my sobriety, my self-worth, my masculinity, my hope for the future, my ability to trust women again, my belief in God, my pride, my motivation, my physical health. I don't know, let's just say everything.
That was just so upsetting. Very upsetting. And he's a young man making, a considerable amount of money. But to be trapped and bogged down by so many different areas, it's basically the finances. That's basically what it is. It changed everything. Whatever this relationship was and whatever they was going through right there, it changed everything. Not just for him, but also the children that he had. He said his 17-year-old daughter, hundreds of thousands of dollars. It decimated that man. Where's the consideration? Does he deserve consideration? Even if he made a mistake, let's say he made a mistake. Let's say he did something that was just totally out of whack. Let's say he slept with her sister. The wife's sister. Is it worth burying that man under so much adversity? You know what I'm saying? He talked about, his belief in God has now been shaken, and his ability to trust women shaken. Is it worth that? This is why conflict resolution has always been the mainstay of this this channel right here, the Omega Sunspot. It's conflict resolution and having a good time. That's why the bar is there and everything. You don't gotta bust nobody in the head with no bottle, hopefully. You know what I'm saying? You gonna get it right.
You're in a privileged position to learn a thing or two. Keep your mouth shut and your eyes open.
That's all. Keep your mouth shut and your eyes open. You hit the stream yard link. We can rap a taste. You know what I mean? Talk our influences, talk our perspectives in life, and keep it pushing. You know what I'm saying? And this is like an introductory, a reintroduction. Reintroduction? A reintroduction. The reintroduction of the Sunspot and what we do. Introduce the topic, then we drop it. You know what I'm saying? And hopefully, it lands in your lap the right way.
I'm going to do a boyfriend haul. So this is the one that I have. I met him in 2014, but he wasn't on the market yet. So in 2016,
Do you hear this madness right now? I mean, this was a TikTok challenge of interracial couples, and this was the title that was given by an Instagram provider, because a lot of people take the TikTok content, transpose it onto the Instagram. They may do a stitch, which is the side-by-side type of thing like I'm doing right now, right? Reaction, stitch, stuff like that. When it's giving off, that's another thing. Oh my God. We're gonna leave those words alone. We're gonna leave them alone. It's giving off. It's giving. I think I got that clip, that Shooter 93. I'm gonna do that another time, right? When it's giving off slave auction vibes, and this is the interesting stuff that that comes into play when we talk about these nuances of modern relationships and how things are falling into the categories they do, and the young man may be experiencing peace, but also to be included in something like this, it does a lot for the male image, and then add that plus the black male image, that could be kind of cringeworthy. Let's get into what you think. I got this model, like he's a product. Let's go.
he was on the market, and I decided to see if it was a good investment for me. However, the timing wasn't really right. So it wasn't until the beginning of 2018 that I purchased this one. I don't know the exact month or day.
Purchased this one. Off the market. Purchased this one. Yeah, okay. There's a lot of red flags going on with that one. There's a lot of red flags going on with that one. Come on now. A lot of red flags. Come on, why would you say something like that? What's going on? What's going on?
That I purchased this one, but it was in the beginning of 2018.
He just a smiling, like, yeah. He just a smiling. Come on, my man. He's supposed to say, yo, shorty, what you think you talking? What are you doing? Supposed to correct that action right there. I'm not with that. Not at all.
One thing that I love about this one is he can literally do anything, fix anything. If he doesn't know how to do something, he will learn that day. And I mean, look at him. But one con about this model is he's taking a little bit longer than usual to upgrade to fiance mode. So
taking a little longer to upgrade to fiance mode. Now, I'm not going to deny that they're not in love. But this is the problem, the challenge with TikTok. I won't say TikTok itself, but those challenges that urge these type of dynamics. Because when you start to peel back and look at them deeper, which we really don't want to do, we take these things on for a minute, laugh at them, and move on to the next thing with that mosquito minute mindset. Like, no, it's not me, so, so what? It's something to laugh at, keep it pushing, right? But if you accept things in increment, chances are they'll grow into normal behavior. And when I say that, it doesn't mean that it's a bad thing. You can accept some real positive attributes. You can rewire yourself into a specific mindset, a goal-setting mindset that starts in increments and achieve something. Sometimes your learning may have to start like that, just to be inquisitive about a certain topic, and then you move forward upon research. But then there's also those nuances that are just, just because it makes you feel good in a way, or it's just because it's comedic. It starts to turn into a lifestyle, and it may, do irreparable damage if not careful. So I always say, guard your energy, raise the vibration. Like I said, this may be very harmless on the outside, it's very harmless. But once you peel it back and you really start to step back and study it, I don't know. Let me finish it up and then we out.
Hopefully soon we'll upgrade to fiance mode, but until then, this is my boyfriend, huh?
You look at the final images and that's it. Oh my goodness. Once you looked at the final images, you start to see, there was a deeper message that was trying to be sent out, And with that, my friends, is another clip or another little saga of the Sunspot. So once more people get involved and get into it, I'll expand it a little more. I definitely want to give this shout out to Black History. Let's give a shout out to Black History. Black History. Also known as Melanated World Celebration Season. That's what I call it. As a member of the community to honor Black heroes on Instagram, you can hashtag that community to honor Black heroes. I like to recognize Robert Spencer, who was the founder and owner of the Chicago Defender. Starting in 1905, he became the first Black millionaire, and that was just a great event to achieve at that time, because people were willing to be well read, and he took advantage of that and made sure that people were being informed of all the the accomplishments, and this is where you get the advances of Carter G. Woodson turning Black African. It was just like a couple of days at first, and then became Black Negro Week. It became Negro Week, and then became Black History Month further down the line. When you study Carter G. Woodson, you go to Carter G. Woodson, you will find out. And I actually did something last year about Carter G. Woodson around this time, a great tribute you can find on Omega Sun's Light. And now we celebrate Robert Spencer and those in their ilk. The printing press was very important for the first stages of Black liberation. You talk about David Walker's Negro Appeal, Leo Hansberry's work. Another good channel to go to if you can is Each One Teach One. Each One Teach One and the Home Team on YouTube, both of them respectively. Also, the Happy, HAPI, Happy Network. And one more is Dr. Oya Mayat, giving it up for Black history in a beautiful way. People are still standing strong, making sure that these people are not just unsung heroes, but they're also introduced into our verbiage nowadays. Today's verbiage. You know what I mean? And that's that's more important than anything. And that's more important than any of the drama that we go through. Because now we can use those stories to liven ourselves up, get ourselves a new, clearer message, and focus a little bit more. Okay? And now, hip hop wise, we've been going to the block repping. Also on YouTube, got part 2 of that thing. Homie Omega, really delivers it now. You know what I'm saying? Talking about drugs and hip hop. That's part 2 coming up. Sheesh, I heard he did a lot of research on that joint. You know what I'm saying? Also, check out TL Cross on Instagram, but he also has a new segment show called is it Bounce? I think it's Bounce. In conjunction and partnership with BET. Great hip hop historian, keeps it extra fresh, keeps it extra thorough, goes straight to the sources, make sure that you get all the information and the stuff that you haven't heard before. This man is on fire. TL Cross. Google that brother if you can. All right. My name is True Omega Sun. I'm going to wish you and yours great accomplishments, a great path to walk on, wellness and oneness. Salute.